Hello, my name's Navya.
My name is Bijit Bhattacharya.
My name is Adi. I'm from Israel.
Hi, I'm Abhishek.
I'm Maya.
I'm Liam.
I am Natasha, or Tashi. I was born in New Zealand and I live in Australia now.
I'm a musician. I'm playing the cello and I sing and create.
Super excited to be here. I'm trying to sort of come from a completely clean slate and look towards truth as I go on answering. Yeah, that's the plan.
I'm Subhashini Jwalita, and let's ponder upon some of the questions that's put in front of me. Let's go for the first one.
When did you first feel like you didn't belong?
Like everyone else got.
The memo except you.
I was like, as a child,
I used to stammer since my childhood.
Sometimes as a child,
in my childhood, I first feel like so different.
Pretty early, I would say, like early childhood, because
I feel in my own world. I feel like I don't understand what is going on, like the social interactions.
I think there's never a situation I felt like I didn't belong unless and until I stepped into a place where people are lobbying for a different thing that I don't really know about. But I think otherwise, most of the times I find myself flow in, glue with, and see what best I can take it from there. But also many of the times, small talks, gossips, or things that doesn't serve my purpose. I think those are places where I felt personally that I don't belong to that kind of flock.
Yeah, as a child, not as a very small child. I remember I was like connected, but then in primary school, and sometime it's happened that I was just didn't understand the vibe, how to connect.
my upbringing was a little different than most of the people that I met later on in my life. I grew up in the tea estates and the tea gardens in the far northeast, bordering like deep countryside, bordering Bhutan and Nepal. I'm from India, by the way, so yeah. And it was kind of like a lonely childhood, but it felt very rich in my own head. And even the people around me, like I could take maximum out of everyone that was there, but lonely, but expansive lonely.
So I was always separated since school. I had a tough childhood also. And the stammer came from my dad. It's hereditary. So it was troublesome to understand why everything's happening to me. But after I started uh, playing playing or associating myself with music, because I was into sports, and sports is a team game, and when music happened, it gave me a separate world for just myself to be in. And then I knew that like I'm different, like special, like everyone's special, and being special is not special. So I was really happy that I was also special and not someone who doesn't belong to this world, but something unique for sure. It happened really early, like really early.
I didn't understand the reason of people to be mean. So when I did a nice painting in the art class or stuff like this, and someone who I don't even know ruined my painting, or this and that happened between, so I started to feel like, what is this, and why, and do I was loved by my friends, but yet I felt not belonging to the attitude of the school and the feeling that was there. Yeah, and I have another moment as an adult. I don't know if I should share or not.
I did engineering and never did job. Then after I studied finance. Then I jump in share market, stock market, we call financial market also. Then after some time working, then I feel I'm not belong from here. So I again switch. Then again I start traveling. And till now I'm just like People call me like a charcoal artist, like a portrait.
In school, I guess. Uh, 4, I guess. Yeah, it's interesting. I never knew exactly where I fit in, it's like
Okay. Here we go. My family definitely was where I first felt like a bit of a black sheep and like I was a bit different. They definitely pigeonholed me and I was like the alternative child, like a bit bohemian and just didn't really understand the rigidity of life and like cookie cutter mentality and fitting into like you go to school and then you get a degree and then you follow that and then you make money and then provide for your family. And that was something that was really important to my parents and they'd kind of drilled in. And so after I left school, because I couldn't go to uni because I was living in Australia but from New Zealand, they just pushed me to pursue a career and climb the corporate ladder. And that was when I first really was like, this is not me. And I was so deeply unhappy.
Like, I want to do my thing, like even feel like doing my own thing, or like, to be there, want to be there, fit in. I tried my like lot of times to do everything to fit in with people in my school times, but it feels different because it's like what we call it, like bully, like, and yeah, that made me feel like I didn't belong in this earth. Like I'm belong to somewhere, not from here, like I can't connect with people. Like it's feel like I'm not there. Like, I'm in the group of, children in the classroom, but I'm not there. Like, so it's feel like I'm invisible, but I'm not. In my own mind, I was invisible.
After the war in Israel, like escalated to the level of 7th of October, and I lost some friends, and I was feeling very not safe and calm in Israel. I decided to leave, and I went to Barcelona. And Barcelona is one of the most leftist places on earth because I also feel like the Catalans, they have an emotional connection to minorities with less rights. So automatically ignoring which circumstances or who I am, I felt a deep feeling of not being seen. And one time I went to a studio of contact dancing, like maybe 1 week after I came. And I was like, wow, okay, so nice. I will just dance and enjoy and start to get to know this community on the mountain next to Barcelona. It's called La Floresta. And in this studio in La Floresta, I entered the place, and all the walls are having pictures of people from Gaza. And the final thing was a map of Israel before and after, with no any historical connotation, just like this, as if history is that simple. And I went out crying, and I was asking myself, what am I doing here, and where am I going? And yeah, it was not a person who told me this directly, though there was people here and there. And yet I do feel like I am lucky in this universe to find people who see me for who I am. And yeah, but those moments of separation are strong. And
Is there a part of you that doesn't want to heal?
Because you wouldn't know.
Who you are without the ache, romanticizing pain as identity.
I still know what is the pain, and I'm not accepting it.
Uh, I romanticize pain because I'm a musician, and whenever pain comes, it brings in out words and melodies, and I use pain. I use pain in my betterment and growth.
That's an interesting question. Is there a part of you? Is there a part of you that doesn't want to heal because you wouldn't know what to do without the egg? I feel like I identify with that for a long period of time, kind of in victim mode. But I feel like I've been on a journey recently for the last couple of years that, yeah, I'm seeking the truth, who I am, who we are as a species, as beings. Yeah, taking off some of the masks, taking off some of the layers, digging into the shadow. So yeah, I feel like I would have identified with that, but now I'm calling it in. Actually, I'm calling in the demons, the gremlins, and everything under the hood. There are part of you that doesn't want to heal.
When I was younger, yes, I would definitely say so. When, like, now looking, I'm 28 now, so looking back, I would say late teens, ideal time to romanticize whatever pain, because most of it you haven't understood back then. Even I would say my early 20s, I was struggling to be in that periphery. Like, yes, I want to get better and work on myself in the most like positive and good way, but at the same time, there was so much attachment to, I think, identity, or what I thought was me creating my identity. Now I know better, so I wouldn't say that, but it's a conscious decision I have to make every time.
I think I so embrace the pain that I've gone through because, of course, definitely that made, a wiser version of myself. But having said that, I really do not like to cling to the pain or the ache or the remembrance of the pain. I think I definitely like to completely heal from it and move forward because having the lesson is one and not healing from the wound is another. So I think I heal and then I just like, fresh, new. I think I like to go forward with a very healed self rather than not romanticizing the pain. But thank you and get lost sort of a thing to the pain part. But otherwise, yeah, that's about it.
But I still want to heal it, like, because deep down, I want happiness. Who doesn't want happiness, Who doesn't want to choose always the pain? But we do. We do. Because we want the pain, because we are still circling in that, like, cycling of our life, that, like, we want it, like what we need, But yeah, yeah, still some part of me wants to heal, but doesn't want to heal too.
There is. I sometimes feel like I feel the pain and I feel the pain need to say something, and I feel it has a role. If it's in art, if it's in the things I write. And sometimes when people say like you need to heal this, let it go in all of like healing sessions, I really triggered because this pain or this like this won't say like to me, no, it's not only for you. Like you can't let go of me yet. And when I try to fight it, it's really fight back. So I feel like there is part of me, and I chose in life to trust it and to say, okay, maybe there is things I need to process more before I'm fully healed.
I'm searching for this. I'm going to search this pain, where it's coming from, and how it is deep inside the soul.
In this process, the healing automatically happens.
I'm not afraid to express something knowing it will cause me pain. If it's something I want to do and I feel like it will help my growth, I will do it. And probably I will say thank you for the good things inside of this experience. So yeah, I don't think something is black and white, pain or joy. So usually I would go through, look back, say thank you, or even say thank you that I'm not there anymore. And that's it.
It's about taking ownership, though, isn't it? Healing. Because it's easy, because if you stay in victim mode, you can just blame the rest of the world and it's everyone else's fault. And But no, I'm excited to see who I truly am underneath all this beauty.
I think for a long time I've resisted healing wounds, but through my studies becoming an art psychotherapist, I've been confronted with having to heal, because like, who am I to try and help someone on their healing journey without having walked that path myself? Like, that would just be so inauthentic. I want to heal. I don't know. I don't know what I think about this one, actually. I think maybe like we do romanticize the trauma because it gives us something to like be different, and that's just so on brand with what this one is. Yeah. Yeah, uniqueness that comes from traumatic experience, or I don't know. I feel like I would be so beige without all the things that have happened to me. So maybe I do hold on to them more than I would like to admit in order to have something to offer and share, something that makes me different.
Do you ever fear that you're both too much?
And not enough at the same time.
The paradox of shame and pride.
I think I've always been a jack of all trades and master of none. But yeah, apart from tax, I think the rest of the things are pretty much I'm a jack of all. So too much, I'm not sure, but I always try to find a middle path. If I like something, pursue something, to indulge in different things that life has to offer. So I think I'm choosing a middle ground there. And if I ever felt I'm not enough, I think somewhere personally I felt instruments or music is something that my mother wanted me to, and somewhere I didn't give it much thought. But today I feel like lost time is lost time, and I think there I feel I'm not enough.
I have been married, so in my married life, there was a point around the COVID time when I was not working and I felt worthless and valueless. It was not, I'm not blaming my ex partner, but it's phases of life. But right within next 6 months, I found my value. So since then, I feel like I know it all. Like the bad day comes, then the good day comes. So it's all a phase and every day. So I'm not scared with anything. And if I'm not enough, I'm relieved because then I have a lot to learn to and look forward to. If I'm enough, the game ends there. So I'm happy that if I'm not enough.
Sometime, not all the time, because I just started my new journey. So, and before I did a lot good in my life. So this journey is like feeling like running sometime very fast, and then when I run fast and I can't reach because nobody can reach through desires. So yeah, sometimes feel shame, pride, everybody going good, I'm not doing good, but still I'm doing.
I wouldn't say I'm not enough. It can happen for a moment, you know, if I'm entering to some kind of comparison with people who are very high level qualified and I am, you know, but it doesn't mean I'm thinking of it as if that's who I am, I'm not enough. No, I'm always in the process. And too much is a feeling I'm trying to not give space to so much. Like, yeah, I might feel like, oh, I cannot sing out loud in the street because it would be too much for someone. But inside of me, I feel like, but there's a voice inside of me that wants to do that and wants to be able to be sometimes too much. And yeah, it's this, gentle dynamics of life.
Fear, yeah. Feel not really, but if I have to, do I ever fear that I'm both too much and not enough? In a very subtle way. It's not too strong, but it's like an undercurrent. Most of the times I feel like I can work through it. Because it's not a feeling, yeah, it's not like a very recurring feeling. But if the thought crosses, I think it, yeah.
I feel I have a lot inside, and that maybe the world can handle it, can handle all the energy that I have inside. And in the same time, not too much and not enough, because I guess if I would feel I'm enough, I would not afraid to show it. So, but too much more, I think. Too much more than not enough, for sure.
I thought I am too much before. Not now. Not I am like awesome, you know. If someone wants something simple, they can go and have the simple. Like I am extraordinary. It's not too much. It's like so authentic and real in our own heart and like soul that like it's not too much for like right people, you know. Right people will accept you as you are, like not like think, oh, you're too much, don't talk to me, you're too much, like it's my emotion to show my real authentic feeling. It's not too much, it's a fucking emotion, it's powerful, it's powerful, it's wow, like it's like yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, many times. But now the life and the time and my soul and the healing and my everything realized that like it's me enough. But a lot of time I felt, but you all gonna feel, but you are enough. You're enough. That's all. You're amazing. You're awesome. You're mesmerizing, magical, wonderful people. We just need to see our magic. It's inside you. You.
All of the time. Consistently, like in like everyday conversation, like holding back and then talking too much and then getting excited and sharing and then being like, oh, have I overstepped? And then, but that's something I think recently I've been trying to work on, understanding my worth and my allowing myself to take up more space in life. Because I think I've held myself back from a lot of life from the fear of being too much and only like creating in secret and not really sharing the things that I love and enjoy with others. Or the biggest thing is always starting artworks and never finishing them, because if it's never finished, it can never be judged. So it's always just, it's a work in progress. And so am I, and I always say that. And it is like a self-preservation measure to not allow anyone to see my fullness, to hold back. But then I'm constantly stuck between too much and not enough.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I can hit the world like head first, no? But that's like a defense mechanism because it's because if I hit the world, then the world can't hit me, you know? So in that sense, maybe too much, and I'm aware of it. But also, yeah, what's the need to hit the world before they hit me is because, yeah, maybe there is that feeling of not feeling enough. Yeah, not feeling enough. I feel like as well, like, it's like you grow up and like, this goes back to the first question also. It's like the world tells you what you are and who you are, but you're like, no, that's not what, Mm. Sometimes it's a bit like an outer bodily experience because I'm like, I've been cast in the wrong movie. I'm looking around and the world is happening and I'm like, what is this? What's going on? I didn't get the memo clearly, it's like
What part of you would disappear if you stopped feeling misunderstood?
Fear would disappear. All kinds of fear, full freedom. That's what would happen.
Maybe being special.
Can I come this question again? because it's too deep and just like, yeah, I take time to come out of it. Then again,
So I think over the years I learned that communication is the key, and then I really like to communicate properly. That I'm never to be seen in the place where I'm being misunderstood. I think I shut doors or I walk out, and I let the other person do the work of understanding me, because my job is done in communicating what I'm feeling. So I think there's nothing to disappear or appear based on somebody else's understanding or misunderstanding. So I think.
When I am misunderstood because I'm speaking about myself, I kind of take myself out of that zone and separate myself to research and understand if I'm really being misunderstood by myself. And then I research about it, and then I go forward with it. And if that person is misunderstanding me, it's my responsibility also to make that person understand my true expression of self, or like my true effort to what I really believe in, and it's my responsibility, not there to understand me. So I take that effort to make them understand as much, and after that, I'm okay. If they still misunderstand me, it's okay. One day will come, because time heals everything.
This is doom and gloom, no? Or like, yeah. Because if you're in this victim mode, no, you're kind of like, you're in this like cycle of depression almost, no? But what's the shadow of depression is joy, no? So then you would just be shining your light, no? So
Attachment to specialness, or the idea of specialness, yes. Sorrow has taken a backseat, which I'm grateful for, but now I'm rethinking that, am I telling myself to rewire myself that sorrow's taken a backseat? I don't know. It's a hyperactive brain sometimes, but yeah, fear is what would disappear if I just stopped feeling misunderstood.
Yeah, but I think I'm now, like practicing detachment, not attachment. So it is now using for me. Now I don't want any part of me to disappear, because every part of me helping to be there, to be my authentic, and to be understand me who I am. And still every day I understand myself like in a different way, that like, wow, like maybe it's okay to someone to misunderstand me, because I'm changing every day, maybe every hour, like sometimes we do change it, like, so it's why we need to explain ourselves to people, to be understand ourselves, like when they have the potential to understand